Hey everyone, it's Wednesday, 5 o'clock. We're doing something a little bit different today. Every once in a while, I like to do a question and answer thing. I feel that sometimes people need that interaction where they can help ask me a bunch of questions. So today is one of those days. And I will also answer questions on the replay too. So if you are tuning in and you're watching this on replay, you can see what other people are going to answer. If you have any questions about picky clients, I made it picky clients because we all get them, okay? So I'm going to wait a few minutes. So we have one viewer. Hi there. Tell me who you are, where you're from. We had at least 25 new members join in the last 24 hours. So I know what I am doing is needed for cleaning business owners. I know what I'm doing is absolutely needed. For those of you that don't know me, I'll do a little introduction. My name is Cheryl Hager. I founded Sisters Who Scale, and it's a coaching company specifically for cleaning business owners. I own a residential / commercial / power washing company. I run it with my husband. I started the business myself with zero clients, zero money. Okay, I scaled it to over 650,000 in less than 4 years. I did it working about 20 hours a week, putting the right leverage systems in place for that. So people ask me all the time, how did I do it? I did it with knowing and identifying what the result producing activities are and doing them on a consistent basis, executing things that work over and over and over again. If you are tuning in, say hi. Hey, Aramis. All right, so let me ask you this. Is it Aramis or is it Aramis? I don't even know how you'd even tell me that on the message, but I'm trying to figure out how I pronounce your name correctly. So when I see you, hopefully tomorrow in the training, I'm pronouncing your first name correctly. So let me know. Am I putting the accent on the A, or am I not putting the accent on the A? Let me know. I'm glad you're finally catching a live. You know you can always catch the replays. Tomorrow, just so everybody knows, tomorrow we have the group program going on. I have Aramis, I have Jenna, and Sam. Aramis. Oh, that is such a cool name. Aramis. Okay, I got it. All right, cool. So 3 people. So we have Aramis, we have Jenna, and we have Sam from Vermont. Jenna's from Iowa. They have joined the group program, so you guys are all going to get to meet tomorrow if you're all on. Super excited for that. So Aramis, I think I see there's 4 viewers. If you want to let me know who's on, say hi. And I just want you guys to tell me about your picky clients. What's going on in the field? Tell me about a picky client you're having a hard time with. Let's just kind of break the conversation open and tell me what's going on. I'm going to wait for you guys because I see there's 4 of you on. So tell me about your picky clients. Anyone? I'm waiting. I'll wait a minute until somebody answers. We all have picky clients. From hey Jackie, hey Bobby. Jackie, Bobby, tell me about a specific picky client that you just want to just cancel. Tell me about a picky client you want to cancel and tell me why they're picky. What are some things that you guys encounter that you're having issues with, or what are some of the ways that you're actually able to get around the picky client, satisfy the picky client, and make sure everyone's happy? You guys think of one, I'll think of one myself. I've had many picky clients. And there's a fine line between knowing when to cancel them because they're a big pain in the butt, or how to have a different conversation with them, to communicate with them effectively, to understand their expectations. So this whole thing, right? It's customer service. It's a cross between expectation and communication. And that's where the lines are blurred, especially when you have a brand new client that has never had any cleaning services before. They don't know what to expect. So you have to be so extremely detailed in your presentation on what's included in a recurring clean, what's included in a deep clean. Do you have extra items, right? They don't know. They think that for $175, they're going to hire you and you're going to clean the walls, clean the ceilings, clean the cat boxes, clean the cement floor basement. They don't know unless you tell them exactly what is included in a cleaning. Is that making sense? Let me know if that's making sense. Let me know if that's making sense. Who is here? Who here has had a picky client that they want to talk about? I see 4 viewers. Let's go. One, Jackie, I have one that's very messy and expects us to clean her clutter. Okay, so picking up her clutter, even though we have explained and have a checklist, so we started charging her extra for certain areas. How much are you charging extra for her? And she was okay with you charging extra, I'm assuming? What a messy, you know what? She can't pick up her own stuff. It's crazy. How much, Jackie, how much are you charging her extra? We got 7 viewers on here. If you're tuning in, say hello. We're doing a question and answer on picky clients. 40, but she rarely does pay. Stop picking up her clutter. If she is not charged, if she's not paying the 40 extra a room, it's for a small play area. So is she picking it up? So once you started saying, hey, we have to charge her, it's $40, did she start picking it up for you? Right, exactly, Nicole. If she doesn't pay, don't do it. Absolutely. Absolutely. I tell people when they have clutter to clean it up. So I walk through the house. This is another reason why I always do in-person walkthroughs. I walk through the house. If you go to an estimate or a walkthrough, whatever you call it, and let's see what Jackie says. No, she leaves it there. Okay, good. If you go to a walkthrough or an estimate and they show you your house, their house rather, and it's a mess, that's what it's going to look like when you go and clean it, right? I guarantee you. So when I walk through a house, I actually have a sheet that I give to people that is a what we do, what we don't do. So I have the difference between cleaning and organizing. That's really helpful because people have blurred lines. Clutter is more like on the organizing side, right? So I walk through and I will say, if your house is cluttered, you will not get you won't get you'll get a better clean rather if your house is uncluttered. So, and I say, we have to charge you more, so it's probably a good idea. And I look at them and I say, do you think that you could have the toys moved out of the way so the girls can vacuum properly? I ask them, because there's no sense in going to a house like that if it's going to be a disaster for your staff. Okay, it's one thing if it's you because you're the owner. You'll deal as an owner, you'll deal with more stuff. Your girls are going to want to go around. They're not going to want to do it. And then what's going to happen is that your client's going to complain. She says maybe next time. Yeah, Jackie, she's not going to pay for that. So just leave it there. Just leave it there. You want to just be whatever, a clutter bug. Let's call her a clutter bug for lack of a better word. Stacey Buckley, I had one client who was terribly unclean and expected. Unclean, what do you mean? Give me an example of what unclean means. Nicole, because if she doesn't and you still do it, she will think she can take advantage of you. Yeah, 100%. You have to teach your clients how to do business with you. Okay? You need to, and that's whatever. That's dirty houses, cluttery houses, the way you take your payments, the way your staff works, the way you let them know when your arrival times are, all of that stuff. You need to teach them, these are your policies, this is how we do it. You don't want to have people making the rules. Oh, I'm going to pay for cash this time. Oh, I'm going to pay check. No, we only take credit cards and check only. You have to tell people how to do business with you, and then they will follow suit, okay? And if you say that, in a way that exudes confidence. They're going to say, wow, this business owner really knows what she's doing. Here's the procedure, okay? You can put a procedure in your service agreement. That's what I advise. That's what we do. Far too much. I let that client go. Good. Hopefully there wasn't bugs, Stacy. Was there bugs? One of my clients went to a house that had bugs in the corner. Oh my God. They left. Yep, we don't do bugs because bugs get in your vacuums. Remember that. Remember that, ladies. Aramis, I had a very picky, cheap realtor. So let me tell you a little about realtors. I used to be one, but I was a good one. Realtors are drama queens. Realtors want everything done yesterday. And realtors don't want to pay. 3 things. So every once in a while you'll find a realtor that's good, but they're always in a hurry. They always want it done yesterday so they can get that listing, so they can put the listing on the MLS, which is what we call it in Massachusetts, and they can lock in their commission. That's why they're always in a rush. Okay? Post-construction, yeah. You can't be cheap with post-construction, right? Post-construction, you should be charging $1,000 plus for post-construction. Those are the biggest pains in the butts when it comes to cleaning. You have to scrape the stickers off the windows. You have to get in between the windowsills. You have to get all the dust off the kitchen cabinets. Inside, you have to wipe down those tiled showers. You have to dry wipe them. You have to clean them 3 separate times, and you're still not going to get all the dust. You need to get paid for those post-construction cleans, okay? Jackie, yep, have to train your client. You absolutely have to train your clients. Otherwise, they won't know how. They just think it's a free-for-all, and they think, oh, what will happen, they will start leaving you notes. When I was a solo cleaner years ago, before I had a staff, I would just let people walk all over me. All right, this is what would happen. I cleaned this house. This was a long time ago. When I was just doing a couple. It was $85, which I can't even believe I was just charging $85 for the house. I had 2.5 baths, 3 bedroom, the regular stuff, reoccurring every 2 weeks. I walked in one time, and this lady leaves me this list, and she's like, can you disinfect all the door handles? Can you clean all the blinds in the house? Every window had a blind in the house, and it was those awful white plastic ones. I'm like, is this lady high? So I didn't do it, and I went home and I emailed her and I said, I can absolutely do these things for this price. That's when I got smart, because I was so appalled and I was so aggravated that she was trying to take advantage of me for $85, right? So that was the first time. I never let it happen again. So don't let these people take advantage of you. They don't know. They just think, oh, they're coming to clean the house. Let me give them a whole list that's going to take them an extra 2 hours. Let's do the inside of the oven, the refrigerator, and then they think you're going to do it for that price. No. So you should have an extra add-on price that you bring to your walkthrough, and then they can pick from that. That's your add-ons. That's how you upsell some cleaning items, okay? Hey, Melissa, we have one that we were constantly having to clean before we can clean, right? Haven't said anything yet. I don't know how to tell her without quitting. It's like clothes, toys. So you're just gonna say, let's say her name is Jackie. You're just gonna say, Jackie, can you do me a favor? Can you pick up that stuff before we get there? Just because I want my company to give you the best possible clean. And if we spend time picking that stuff up, sometimes the teams get distracted and they may not do as good of a clean as if it wasn't picked up. Could you do that for me, please? You have to put on your customer service voice, right? So I have this voice when I'm like normal Cheryl, Massachusetts person, and then I have a different voice, right? It's almost like I just think of like a different character. I just be like, I'm like, hey, Jackie, how are you? How's everything going? How's the family? Can you do me a favor on your next clean? I raise the tone of my voice and I turn into this different person. And you can try that. It will help you. It's your customer service voice, because this is a customer service job. Yes, we're cleaners, but we're customer service, so you have to kind of have that telephone voice, right? And that may help you turn into that nice, sweet little person that you need to be to get your point across without pissing them off. Victoria, I hate bugs. Yeah, don't we all, right? Hey, Kelly Lynn, how are you? Yeah, we had a house that had that had cockroaches. We didn't know it had cockroaches till we got in there, of course, right? I did the walkthrough, and the home was this is sad to say, but the home was the home, it was a foster care home. Imagine that. They had kids living in there and everything. Like, poor girls got to the house, and all of a sudden, all the cockroaches running around. We pulled out of Dodge. We got out of there quick, because that's going to infest your, who even knows? That's going to go in the vacuum cleaners. That's going to go on the microfibers, the eggs, whatever those things do. We don't do it, right? That is for, they need an exterminator first, right? And then the exterminator needs to send their own cleaners in. Then you can go in, okay? We had several also, what is replying to Melissa? We have several also that don't want to do cards, credit cards. And when we change to that, we have several still paying checks and Venmo. So checks are okay. Venmo, I still have a couple people paying Venmo. I had probably 50 people paying Venmo, and that was a tracking nightmare. So if you can, little by little, once you get a few more clients, I know we're working on getting you some more clients, so don't touch it now, okay? When you get more clients, what you want to do is you just want to say, give them a date and say, this is how we did it. We just said, Made Bright is no longer taking Venmo, effective June 30th. We'd give them like 1 month, 2 months, or whatever. We're taking credit cards. You can tip on the credit cards, whatever, and just say this is our policy and explain to them why. So I'm pretty decent. I'm good at communicating, and that saved our ass a lot of the time. So call them on the phone and be like, hey, we appreciate your business. Thank you so much. We just want to let you know we are doing away with Venmo because it's become very difficult for us to track it. And then explain to them, we send the Venmo links out, people are busy, we get it, they forget to pay, and then 2 weeks down the road, we've never gotten paid for a cleaning. I'm sure you understand. No one's going to give you a hard time. They're going to completely understand. But you need to go that extra mile and actually have that conversation and be like, hey, this is what's going on. I sweeten them up in the beginning. I give them the little reprimand in the middle, and then I sweeten them up at the end. I call it the reverse Oreo cookie, right? The cream's on the top, chocolate's in the middle, cream's on the bottom, right? So the cream's the good stuff. So imagine if Oreo cookies were actually made like that. That would be awesome. Anyways, so that's what I do with the Venmo stuff. That'll work. But I still have 2 people. I think it's 2 people that just Venmo. And at this point, I'm like, whatever, right? Deal with it. Give them a time period. Yep, exactly just what I said. Even cash too. Cash is tough. I mean, everyone likes cash, but cash is tough because what if the girls lose it? Now, cash is tempting, right? Not that I'm saying that your staff is going to steal. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying my staff is going to steal. Has my staff at one point, have I had someone that's no longer with us that has stolen? Yes. So why give them the temptation? You don't know. You hire different people, all walks of life. You don't know what's going on in people's lives, okay? Don't give them the temptation. There could be a single mother. There could be anything going on, right? You don't know. Don't give them the temptation. Unless you're a solo cleaner and you like the cash, then keep the cash. That's totally fine. But when you have staff, cash becomes difficult. I had one staff one time that the cash, she dropped it out of the car in the middle of the winter, $150. She had to go back to the house. It was still in the driveway. I don't even know how it was still in the driveway. So you want to lessen the accidents with the cash, especially when you have staff, okay? Especially when you have new people that who even knows, right? You ask people if they're high daily. Okay, who do you ask that's high? Let me ask you that, Melissa. Who do you ask if they're high? Aramis, she kept delaying my clean and rushing me at the same time. Yeah, that's just ridiculous, people. Jackie, I had one of my regular bi-weekly clients tell me to clean the inside and the outside of her glass back door. Okay. And I let her know it was extra, but I did it once. Yep, that's fine, because it wasn't bad, and I had her for a good while. She knows now. Yeah, and so that stuff, that's not going to take up a lot of time. If they're a good client, just do it. Don't get nitpicky. But if someone's like, hey, can you clean out the inside of my refrigerator and freezer? That's a 45-minute job. You have to charge for that. You have to charge for that. Okay? Extremely messy. Yeah, I can't live in filth. I don't know. I mean, probably none of us that are in this call can live in filth because we're cleaners. um, Cleaners by nature. I clean my own kitchen like every single morning. I'll get up at 5 in the morning, and if the stove is messy or whatever, I'll be quiet because everyone's sleeping, but I will clean my stove like a psychopath. Hey, CJ, you were able to get on. Okay, cool. Melissa, so do I send her a message or call her? I would call her. So I'm a fan of phone calls because you can connect with them and they don't expect that you're going to call them. And so when you call them and just say, hey, how are you? Just wanted to check in, see how service is, see if you had any questions. Are we getting everything? It's always really good to check in with your clients like every quarter or so to solidify that relationship. I'm a huge person of relationships because people will stay with your company if they someone loses a job but they love your service and they love your staff. Like I hear all the time that they love my staff. I on Facebook when people leave reviews, they mention me because they've met me. Okay, I make it a point to have a personal relationship, even if it's on a little level, with every single client so they know who I am. It's very important because when budgets get tight and people need to cancel things, if they like you and they love your girls, they will think twice about canceling your service. Okay, and in times of challenging economy, when bacon is $79 a pound or whatever the hell it is right now, people will look for budget cuts, right? That happens. So you don't want it to be you. So I'm a fan of calling. CJ, I'm so glad you could make it on, CJ. What do you say to a client who can't aim? You're talking about go in the bathroom. Who can't aim and always hits the walls? Well, first of all, I don't know how they're hitting the walls unless they're drunk. But the floor, it's a man thing. It just happens. Like, all right, tell me how bad that is. Is it the husband? Is it a toddler that you can be forgiving of the toddler? Let me know about that. We'll get back to that. Jackie, I've had someone steal some earrings from a client. Yeah, lie about it and then put them back in the client's house. We fired her. How did you catch her? That's what I want to know. How did you catch the girl? Yeah, it's happened. I had, I'll be real with you guys. I had someone that was having some life challenges and stole Adderall. Yeah, it was Adderall. Stole Adderall from a client's house. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. I fired her immediately. And then she actually applied like 3 months ago and said she was sober and was 4 months pregnant. I was like, one and done. Don't let them back if they're stealing from you. Same. Yep, it's crazy. So, Nicole, my niece tells everyone she meets that she's with me. This is my aunt and she owns a cleaning business. She's always cleaning, like she never stops, even when she's home. I know. I'm like that too. I know. And a few weeks ago when I threw my back out, guess what I was doing? I was vacuuming my goddamn house. I haven't decided what I'm going to do about that yet. I may be Swiffering it this weekend. Oh my God, CJ, it's a man. Yeah, okay. I'm not used to it because the men in my house sit down and do the business right. I know it's funny. All right, wait a minute. You think the guy might be doing it on purpose? All right, let's get technical. Is it pee? Tell me, if it's not pee and it's something else, you should get the hell out of Dodge. You shouldn't clean that house anymore. That's terrible. Oh my God. Let me know. Is it pee, CJ? Melissa, that's my biggest fear. How do I keep from ending your business? You just, what about the clutter? Are you talking about Roomba? Are you talking about the clutter? Are you afraid that they're going to get mad at you for that? My biggest fear, how do you keep that from happening? Yep. It's pee. All right, good. I'm glad it's pee. Why would you think he's doing it on purpose? Is he some weirdo? Has he hit on you or something before? I don't know. I've seen it all. Someone stealing meds. Oh yeah. I was horrified. I was so embarrassed. It was a good client too, and she's like, "We can't." I'm like, "I understand." And I let the girl go immediately. I was horrified. I was absolutely horrified. I wanted to die. So embarrassed. And all I can think of is, oh my God, I hope they don't leave us a bad review. Oh God. Just the amount they're peeing all over. That's so gross. He's trying to mark his territory. Oh my God. So, do you have staff, CJ? Are they doing it or are you doing it yourself? That's disgusting. He's trying to, I don't even know. That's just horrifying. Yeah, that's kind of gross. Staff, okay. And the staff obviously don't want to pick it. Hey, I get that. I get that. What could you say about that? That's not even picky. That's not a picky client. That's a gross client. Is he worth keeping? Is it a profitable account? Let's talk about that. Break it down into numbers. Does it make you money? Is it bi-weekly? Is it monthly? Is he a pain in the butt? What's the situation? Or is it the wife that is actually in charge of the account and her husband's the pig? What's the situation there? I'm trying to think also, Jackie, CJ, the wife is a client, yeah, figures, right? Has she ever made a joke about it? How could you bring that up? Let me think how you could bring that up. Is it staining the floor? Is it making a mess on the floor to where you can't get it up off the floor? I'm wondering if that's the case. You could say something like, I'm having a really hard time getting the stains off the floor. Is there a way your husband could not pee on the floor? No, you can't say that. You could say, is there a possible way that we could, Jesus, there's no other way except to come out and say, is there a way that your husband could aim a little better? But then you don't want to do that. Is it a good client? Like, do you make money off of it? The wife is the client. Let me know if you make money off of that, CJ. Maybe if it's really gross and the girls are like totally grossed out, maybe it's one you might want to consider letting go. If they're super grossed out, like if it's when the house is on the schedule and the girls are like, oh my God, I hate that house, the pee house. Because you have to protect your staff, right? Your staff is your lifeline. Your staff are the people that are making you money. So you have to keep them happy. You have to keep them safe, okay? You have to, at all costs, protect them. They have to know you have their back when it comes to picky clients. So, Jackie, we didn't actually catch her regarding the earrings. Okay, the client let us know they were missing after we left. They have been a client for years. Okay, so your relationship with them is what saved them from canceling. Guarantee it. I mentioned it to my employee and she denied it. So the client assumed maybe she lost them. Okay. And we went back there and they were magically there. So the girl had been back again at some point, I'm assuming, in her room where they were before. She was the only one in the room, the client informed us. Okay. CJ, it's my first client. Oh, well, that figures, right? Are you just starting out in the business, CJ? Tell me a little bit more. That's crazy. You could say, I've been having a hard time getting the stains and the odor off the floors. That's how I would open it up. And I've noticed it on the walls as well. Yep. I'm also afraid of your walls and your floors becoming damaged. Be like, is there a way we could keep pee to a minimum, everyone? I can't let it go, but I was wondering if there was a tactful way of that I wasn't thinking about it. Yep. Got it. It's interesting. Interesting, but the client is kind of like a pilot. A pilot meaning like a pilot, Nicole. A pilot like a flying pilot, or like a pilot like a new type of client you're trying out. And I'm not sure what you mean about that. Yeah, I mean, getting back to what Nicole's first client. Okay. Getting back to what Nicole said, that's the only way you can open that up. But if it's your first client and you want to add more clients, so just in case that conversation goes sideways, listen, right? The wife knows that her husband's a pig, right? She knows because she walks into the bathroom every single day and she sees that herself. So she's gonna know the risk you run is embarrassing her. That's the problem there, because he doesn't give a crap, because he's just doing it, which is just disrespectful. He doesn't have any respect. He figures, oh, the cleaners will get it. Is your staff wearing gloves? Are you wearing gloves? That's what I would do for now. But eventually, how does the rest of the house look? Is the rest of the house all right? Is it just the pee situation? I'd wear gloves for now. I would keep them for the time being, because it sounds like you're trying to build your business. And then I would stack about 20 clients, and then I'd get rid of them. That's what I would do. That's kind of gross. I mean, we've had like toddlers do that before, but obviously there's a lot less pee. And it's a toddler, so they're learning how to go to the bathroom, so we're much more forgiving, right? You're going to be forgiving of a 2-year-old boy. You're not going to be forgiving of a 4-year-old man. Like, come on. Anyone else have anything? Picky clients. Any picky clients with linens, with making the beds? Anybody ask you about folding the toilet paper, stuff like that? I know that sometimes can get crazy. Those beds, I hate making beds. I've always hated making beds, so I charge for beds as a deterrent, so my girls don't have to make the beds. The worst beds in the world are the kids' beds, that they're for lack of a better word, stackable. You know which ones I'm talking about. We're talking about the bunk beds, right? They're on top of each other. Oh my God. You gotta crawl up there and make them. I hate them. I hate them so much. Does anyone have anything else? Yeah, picky clients. Let me think who have I had for picky clients? We had this one lady, and we canceled her. She had this cat, right? I'm a cat person. She had this cat that was like 25,000 years old. And when I went to do the estimate, the cat was like, God forbid, getting ready to go, right, to cat heaven. And I hate duvets. I know, I hate them. I don't even make my own bed. So the cat was ready to go to cat heaven, and we started cleaning. The cat kept living for like 6 months, and so she would always sit in a bay window, and there'd always be like cat hair, clumps of hair falling out. The poor thing was dying. So like we would like vacuum that up, but if there was like 1 or 2 pieces of hair, like she would flip out. She would just be like, it just wasn't detailed this time. Or then, you know what, another thing she would do is she would say, can they clean inside the toaster oven? I hate that. Clean your own toaster oven on the inside. But we would do it. Why would we do it? Because it was an easy thing. The person in the kitchen could take the tray out, dump it out, wipe it out real quick, shine it up on the outside, and get it over with. That is something. Picky client, sure, absolutely, no problem. When they go too far is when they're asking to do something that's going to cost you labor. Emptying a toaster oven isn't going to cost you labor. It's going to take 2 minutes. It may be annoying, fine, but it's not going to cost you money. It's the things that cost you money are the ones that you want to watch out for. CJ, just the P. I'm not going to keep them. They're a learning client since I haven't officially launched my business. Yeah, keep them for a while. You don't need to keep them forever. Yep. For sure. What about if they ask you to use a product and the product sucks and then they complain? You turn it back around and you say, "Oh, this is the product I used. You don't like it?" And you just throw it back in there, and then you can make a suggestion. If you have a better product, you can make a suggestion. Yeah, I don't like the Bona either, right? We use a commercial grade cleaner. We use a couple of retail products. The rest is just commercial grade, and it never streaks. Bona streaks the floors. I remember I had clients that would use Bona. We used to use Bona, right? So explain to them your experience. In my experience, Bona will leave a sticky residue over time. What about this? See if they're open to something else. I hate Bona. We do not make bunk beds. I know, because you got to crawl up there and do it. It's a pain in the butt. You're going to blow your back out when you're trying to make those beds. It is crazy. Good. I'm glad, Victoria, you don't make these beds. I hate those. Oh, my God. not necessarily picky, but I have one who uses the "I'm a cancer patient." Oh, that's tough. As his excuse, so I don't drop him. Right, he's kind of a pain in the butt, and I refuse to chase people anymore. Okay, I know that's a fine line. You call or reach out with their next date, and if I don't hear from them within 44 hours, I fill it. Okay, he knows this, but he gets upset that if I fill the spot, I told him I had available. So, why is there a way that you can give him the same day, the same spot? If he's bi-weekly, every other week, give him the same day, Monday, 9 a.m. You know that you're going to his house. Then he always has the same day. That could help if your schedule allows it. Kind of afraid to drop him. I've filled him in as I can when he actually does confirm. Okay, but I feel if I drop him, he will leave an awful review. Oh God, that's awful. Ask him for like the same day, same time every week, and make it. Look at your map optimization, so make sure the other houses you're doing that are after him or whatever are close, so you're not wasting labor driving. Yep, Jackie, I don't like Bonner either. Jackie, what do you guys use on your floors? I'm just curious. We use a commercial grade cleaner we get from like a janitorial store that's close to us, and it has like a light lemon smell. It doesn't streak. It's very light. Diapers are on sale. Oh my God, Kelly. Really? What is that guy doing? Oh God. I know you're joking. I can tell with the 2 exclamation points on the end of the comment. Oh my God. Yeah, that's gross. Yep. Kelly's the comedian in the group. Oh my God. He was a monthly. Okay. And I had an exact date, but then he would cancel last minute. Oh yeah, no. He was some cancer patient. Okay. Oh, I might get scheduled when I could. He agreed, but this is literally playing phone. It's just stressful. Okay. Let's see about this guy. Raises price. Raises price to get him off the schedule. Have him cancel the service. There's an idea. And you could just be like, due to the cost of business, an increase in staff wages, I'm have to raise the price, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what he's paying now. You could raise, and isn't that awful to say? But he's kind of torturing you. You could raise the price and just see if he'll cancel. That's the way. I've done that before. I've raised prices on people. Honestly, a lot of our clients who have wood flooring always have us use their body. I know. Do they complain when it streaks? They're like, it doesn't look good. Yeah, just price him out of the market. I mean, I hate to say that because he is a cancer patient. Is he in remission? Like, did he have cancer 20 years ago when he's using this card, or is he actually going through it? That's what I would want to know. Bon is a marketing genius because people use it even it sucks. I know. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. You know what I hate? I hate Fabuloso. Ugh. The Fabuloso, the lavender Fabuloso is so horrid. When I first started, I thought I liked it for like a day, and then I realized it was awful. Because no one knows how to dilute it. The smell is atrocious. The only one that smells remotely good, in my opinion, is the lemon one when it's severely diluted. So what we do, we have our commercial cleaner, and because people are crazy, and they say, oh, the house doesn't smell clean. I'm like, all right, I'm going to fix this. What I would do is I would use the good commercial grade cleaner on the floors, and I take a capful of yellow lemon scent Fabuloso, dump it in there, shake it up. That's what we use in the houses. Now the houses all smell like lemon. So that's a little free tip from me to you, what to do. So people say, oh, it smells so fresh and clean. Okay, do that. The Fabuloso cleaner as itself is not really great, unless you can dilute it so it doesn't streak. But most of the time, it's mega sticky. So strong. I hate that lavender. It's disgusting. And then the apple's like a little better. The lemon one's the best, but you have to dilute it because it's just. And people walk, they're like, the floors are sticky. You'll hear that. Some complain, some don't. Brew spray. I don't know what that is. I haven't heard that. So it's from a store. It's from a store called John Donne up here. I'm on the border of New Hampshire, and it's just like their brand. It's just like this commercial floor cleaner. You might be able to order it actually. John JONDON. They have a website. You can find it on there too. Mr. Clean, the Gain scent. Yep, cedar mop. Yeah, people like those cedar mops. Gain, I'm allergic to Gain. So I go mental. My body can't handle it. Clean doesn't have a smell. People. So here's the thing. The floor cleaner is John Don Melissa. I'll post it. Let me see if I can post it. You guys can just Google it. There it is. Okay. The thing about the smell is that cleaning is an illusion. There's two things. The smell, if they walk into the house and they smell bleach and they smell lemon, that's a sign it's been cleaned. Number two, if they walk into a house and all their blankets have been folded, their towels in the kitchen and the bathroom, and everything looks neat and staged, they're less likely to walk around the house and check your work, because you know if someone is trying to find something wrong, if they're looking for something, they will find it, because none of us are perfect. None of us are tens. We may have a 10 on a Monday. We may pull a 7 on a Thursday, right? You don't know. So especially when you have staff and they're having off days and stuff happens when you scale, those are two things that are going to save your butt from them going around and nitpicking your work. Trust me, the smell and the presentation. We also use end dust, lemon end dust, because if you can use it on certain pieces of furniture, because that smells clean and people are like, it smells awesome. I'm not going to go around and check my house like a psycho. Essential oil air freshener. Okay, yep, you can do that too. We've done that before in the past. Yep. Yeah, that I don't know how to dilute them. I've put Fabuloso, the yellow Fabuloso, in a spray bottle, this much and then this much water. And spray that around the house. Same thing, but I'm afraid of like it getting on furniture and stuff. So I told the girls to put it in the floor, so at least you know it's on the floor and it's okay. Let's see what else here. He's allergic. Okay, but that smell is amazing. Yep, it's true. Dark glass spray bottle with lemon and eucalyptus. Yep, it's the lemon and the bleach. As long as you don't use too much bleach, the lemon will smell fresh for sure. People like that. All right. Anyone else have anything? I plan on giving small bottles as a welcome gift. You can totally do that. People will like that as you start out. Just don't spend a lot of money on it, because when you have 300 clients, you're gonna spend a lot of money, right? I like it. Just try and keep your costs down. Order on Amazon. Order on, what's the other one that's cheaper? Oriental Express, right? Order on stuff like that. So if anyone doesn't have anything else, do you guys like these live question and answer ones? I try and make them, I wanted to make it towards like a specific topic, so it's not all crazy. If you like these, I will throw these in every once in a while, because I like to really talk to you guys and answer your questions and help you. So I don't mind doing these at all. It looks like I think we got 11 people that signed on. I know sometimes the topics may be like a little more interesting, but these are really good too, because you get all your questions answered. Yep. So the group program is underway. We have 3 people in it. Yay! We have Aramis, we have Jenna, we have Sam. I don't know if Sam and Jenna are on, but it's every Thursday. There is a private portal that they log into. They get their work. They go right in order, from target market to training your teams to sales to everything in there. It's an 11 module course. It's 6 months. It's a whole bunch of Zoom sessions, and then I correct your work, make suggestions during the week, and then we all meet on Thursday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, on a live Zoom, where we get to talk about the current work that they're doing, all the questions, and it's very interactive. So if anyone's interested hearing more about that, drop me a line, let me know. We should chat if you're having problems about hiring, writing your ads, training your teams, getting your systems down for getting the right payments, writing your service agreements, all kinds of stuff that happens when you own a cleaning business, and so much more. There's over 100 pages of material, which is like, it's crazy. Like, it's just so much. But anyways, if you're interested, let me know. Drop me a line. What I do is I arrange a quick little strategy call. We go over what's going on in your business to see if you're a right fit. Some people aren't a right fit, or they may not be ready yet, because you really need to be committed if you want to be successful in this business, because this business is not easy. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's easy. It's not easy. We all know sometimes it can be a real pain in the butt. But if you learn the skills necessary to put strategic processes and plans in place, you can do this. You can do it. I just had one of my clients, Gloria, went away for a week. She went on a cruise. She was unable to be, like, her staff couldn't talk to her. She had everything in place a whole week, and she was able to have their business run by itself and the money come in. It can happen if you're willing to put the work into it. And I say that, if you're willing to put the work into it, because it's work. I'm not going to lie to you. It's work. Everything good in life is work. So if you're interested, let me know. I'd love to chat. Love them all. Yep. Yes. Yes. You saying yes? Are you saying yes to the... Raise your hand and say group, so I know. Put the word group, so I know. You're welcome, Kelly. I love them all. You like all the smells? Is that what we're talking about? Or maybe the trainings. I don't really know. Yes. All right. You guys have an awesome evening. I'm going to go get some steak. Kelly, I think, didn't we talk last week? My husband made some beautiful steak. I'm going to get some steak downstairs. I hope you all have an awesome, all of my lives. I love you. Thank you very much. I'm going to get myself some steak and some salad. Call it a night. I'll be in bed by 8:15, 8:30. You guys all have an awesome, awesome evening. And I will see you soon. All right. See you later. Bye.